Game on.
Oh yeah!
Trust me, Holly, this guy is made of steel.
Well, I first started working in the film industry as an actor for about 10 years, from the ages of 7.
Why would I lie to you?
Because you can.
Until 17. And when I got to about sort of 15 years old, I started to really be interested in the other side of the camera, and I sought out an internship with a children's producer down here in Melbourne, who sort of trained me up in terms of both sort of doing directing and producing. And from there, got my first job directing on Neighbours, and then did a couple of other shows like Blue Heelers, and I found myself at Holly's. And they were kind enough to take a bit of a chance and give me a couple of episodes, and that's how I started. I think that the most important part of any kids show, whether it's about real kids in real life and in school, or if it's a high concept series that's set in the future or in the past or whatever, is there has to be a connection between the characters in the series and the audience at home, so they can be always, to keep the kids real. They could be, set in any sort of fantasy environment, but as long as the kids are real and they can be related to, then it's always going to win an audience, I think. And they're the favourite shows that I worked on, and the favourite shows that I used to love watching as a kid as well. But Dominique is not only a terrific actress, but exudes a real warmth and has a lot of charisma when she's in front of the camera. And it works really well as Holly, because Holly's incredibly endearing, is that she pulls a team together out of nowhere, is that they're not even players, some of them.
544 people in Woolich who don't want the boat shed sold.
I think that I'm always going to have an affinity with kid shows, because it's what I grew up doing. I grew up on a film set working on kid shows, and I think part of me is always going to love that particular genre of television or filmmaking. It's really recent history, that I was sort of 16 and going through what these kids in the show are going through, and what the actors are going through, and you can relate to them. You know what it's like to have a really big day and on a set.
So, Jono, tell me about these girls. They hot?
Well, they're very, very cute.
My favourite character is, for a bit of comic relief, is Ralph. Ralph's just a terrific character to play. I think Jono's great as well. And certainly Jared and Michael, the actors, did a terrific job, and I would have loved to have played Ralph. He was kind of, you get sort of bullied into things that he's not quite sure where he's going to go with. And,
not happy, Jono.
And I would have loved to have sunk my teeth into that as an actor.
Bronson.
I used to find the end of a series was really hard, because they're closer than family. You spend a lot more time with them than you do your family. You're very surprised if some of them were really sad when it all finishes up.